February 15, 1914. Translation by Sri Aurobindo. O thou, sole reality, light of our light and life of our life, love supreme, Saviour of the world, grant that more and more I may be perfectly awakened into the awareness of Thy constant presence. Let all my acts conform to Thy law. Let there be no difference between my will and Thine. Extricate me from the illusory consciousness of my mind, from its world of fantasies. Let me identify my consciousness with the absolute consciousness, for that art Thou. Give me constancy in the will to attain the end. Give me firmness and energy and the courage which shakes off all torpor and lassitude. Give me the peace of perfect disinterestedness, the peace that makes Thy presence felt and Thy intervention effective, the peace that is ever victorious over all bad will and every obscurity. Grant, I implore Thee, that all in my being may be identified with Thee. May I be nothing else any more than a flame of love, utterly awakened to a supreme realization of Thee. February 16, 1914. O Supreme, Sole Reality, True Consciousness, Permanent Oneness, Sovereign Repose of Perfect Light, with what an intensity I aspire to be conscious of only Thee, to be only Thyself. This incessant whirl of unreal personalities, this multiplicity, this complexity, this excessive, inextricable confusion of conflicting thoughts, struggling tendencies, battling desires, seems to me more and more frightful. I must emerge from this raging sea, land on Thy serene and peaceful shore. Give me the energy of an indefatigable swimmer. I would conquer Thee, however great may be the effort needed for that. O Lord, ignorance must be vanquished, illusion dispelled. This sorrowful universe must come out of its hideous nightmare, end its terrible dream, and awaken at last to the consciousness of thy sole reality. O immutable peace, deliver men from ignorance. May thy plenary and pure light reign everywhere. February 17, 1914. O Lord, how ardently my aspiration rises to Thee. Give us the full consciousness of Thy law, the constant perception of Thy will, so that our decision may be Thy decision, and our life solely consecrated to Thy service and as perfect an expression as possible of Thy inspiration. O Lord, dispel all darkness, all blindness. May everyone enjoy the calm certitude that Thy divine illumination brings. February 19, 1914. O Lord, be ever present in my thought. Not that I ask this of Thee, for I know that Thy presence is constant and sovereign. I know that all we see and all that escapes our sight is just what it is only through Thy marvelous intervention, because of Thy divine law of love. But I say this and repeat it. I implore, in order to escape from forgetfulness and negligence. Oh, to become Thy living love so powerfully as to transfigure and illumine all things, so completely as to awaken peace and benevolent satisfaction in all. Oh, to become Thy divine love, pure and clear-sighted, to be that always and everywhere. February 20, 1914. The only thing that is important, the one thing that counts, is the will to be identified more and more completely with Thee, to unite our consciousness with Thy absolute consciousness, to be more and more the peaceful, calm, disinterested, strong servitor of Thy sovereign law, Thy loving will. O Lord, give me the peace of perfect disinterestedness, the peace which makes Thy presence effective, Thy intervention efficacious, the peace ever triumphant over all bad will, all obscurity. Lord, very humbly I pray to Thee, that I may be equal to my task, that nothing in me, conscious or unconscious, may betray Thee by neglecting to serve Thy sacred mission. In a silent devotion, I bow to Thee. February 21, 1914. Every day, every moment should be an occasion for a new and completer consecration, and not one of those enthusiastic and flurried consecrations, overactive, full of illusions about the work, but a deep and silent consecration, which is not necessarily visible, but penetrates and transfigures all action. Our mind, solitary and peaceful, should always repose in Thee, and from that pure summit have the exact perception of realities, of the soul and eternal reality behind all unstable and fleeting appearances. O Lord, my heart is purified of all uneasiness and anguish. It is steady and calm and sees Thee in all things. And whatever our outer actions may be, whatever the circumstances the future has in store for us, I know that Thou alone livest, that Thou alone art real in Thy immutable permanence, and it is in Thee that we live. May there be peace upon all the earth.